Hey everyone, this is my review of the Pilates by Lizzy challenge. It's a 25-day challenge I believe she created in 2025, and I came across it through YouTube. I'm going to say the algorithm just put it into a search that I placed for Pilates. And so with the 25-day challenge, I want to be able to use the challenge to add to the current workouts that I have. Currently, I do spinning class, a cardio class, a couple days of strength training, and so I wanted to add in another type of exercise. So Pilates was that for me. With this challenge, I won't be able to do it consecutively. I won't do like today, day one, tomorrow, day two. It's going to be more of a day one, and then when my next workout for Pilates, maybe 2-3 days from today, that'll be my day two. But I'll post each day in the channel so that you could see my review of each of the workouts. So for today's review, it was very challenging for me. I won't say difficult because I was able to complete it, but I needed a lot of modifications, and it helped me to see how far I've come as far as my exercising. I am in shape in certain areas, but I can see that I need improvement, which is good. It's a good thing, right? So with that, I do plan on continuing day one with the review of the workout. I will say that I wish that IZZY would have given maybe visual cues or a countdown or something like that to help me know, okay, you got one more rep, you got two more reps. She did a good job of saying they were coming, but I'm a visual person and I need something in there that'll say, okay, you got one more, two more, three more. So there were times where I couldn't keep up with her, but I wanted to make sure I got in every one of my reps, even though they weren't as fast as what she was doing. So I had to continue to try to see and count for myself. The other thing that I thought with the workouts was I'd hope that she could show some of us who may not be as young, who may have injuries or surgeries or things that we may be working on, and things of our body, parts of our body that cannot allow for us to be able to do certain things, like lifting your leg a certain way or putting weight on a certain part of your body. If she had given certain types of modifications for those who may have experienced injuries, or even those that just aren't strong enough to do some of the workouts, I definitely would have appreciated that. I'm guessing that my age group may not be a part of the demographic that she's promoting for, but you know, at the end of the day, I know how to modify it in a way that it'll be profitable for me as I exercise. So just want to encourage those of you that are doing this workout that, you know, if you don't know modifications, try to not go as hard, maybe do less reps or slow down a little more if you can't do all of them, until you can work your way up and get stronger. The other thing that I will say is she had weights, but I don't know the size of the weights that she had. I believe the weights that I started with were heavier than hers. So when she was doing reps and I was doing reps, I felt my arms were being weighed down. I also decided to put on ankle weights, which was not a good idea for me as I started out, because I didn't know the types of exercises that she would do. And so my legs and things got a lot more tired because I had on the weights on my ankles, and then I also had a heavier dumbbell. So definitely recommend you go as light as possible. As you progress, maybe you can add, or even if you start off, bring two separate weights, and that way you can kind of switch in and out so that you don't get to where you're like, oh, I'm exhausted, I can't even lift anything now. So all in all, my review of the workout, it was a really great workout. I sweated. I was able to feel muscle failure at some points. I got a weight point to where I don't want to say I got exhausted, but I definitely felt that I got in a workout. So I recommend it for anybody that is trying to start out with Pilates. If you're in the same situation that I'm in, where you're trying to do better with getting more consistent workouts, this is a good one to try. I'll check in again with you all on day 2. Like I said, it won't be tomorrow, but it will be sometime this week as I work in my days, getting all the way up to the 25th day. Talk to you later.